Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show me some. Show me some. Show me some.
Good day, madam.
Show me some.
Good day, Seth.
How are you, lady?
I woke up to be awesome today. That's what I did.
You did.
I'm on third glass of green tea this morning.
Green tea. You know, I should have went and got a cup of green tea with you, but
Maybe
Miranda, you didn't want me to talk about your glasses for 3.5 minutes on this, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to recognize them today, and I like them. But I definitely want to get to our special guest today. Our special guest, for those of you that don't know, he's written 102 applications in 2 weeks. Miranda, have you ever written 102 applications in 2 weeks?
The answer is no. I don't even think I've done that in a month.
He actually even has written 18 applications in a day. Have you ever done that either?
The answer is no. Sometimes I've done that in a week, but not in a day. I've not done that in a day. Not even close.
$54,000 in annual premium volume he's done in a day. Have you done that one either?
Nope. Have you?
I have not. I've done 40, I think 48,000, but that was over 2 days, not in a day. I think his best month ever was $137,000 in annual premium volume. And here's the other thing that I will say about this individual. I'm excited. So his name is Scott Forehand. We're gonna talk about giving people the forehand, Miranda, aren't we? He does
Forehand fire drill.
He does this. I've seen you, Scott. I've seen you about maybe 8 months, 9 months, 10 months ago do this. And for our audience, I'm going to tell you something. For our audience, stick with this one, okay? It's going to feel at some point like maybe I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could ask that many questions. I don't know. But I promise you, when you watch all of the magic unfold, you'd be like, why wouldn't I do that? And that was so I was kind of telling you more of the way that I kind of felt. And then once he buttoned this all together, it was like, this dude does not suck at sales, Miranda Martin. So
right.
Scott Forehand, super versatile in this business in its entirety, which I think is extremely important, right? If you think of all the different categories and how we can protect someone, you have every single category covered. You know it from top to bottom. So first and foremost, man, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate this.
Thanks. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. And you guys are giants here at Symmetry, and I've been looking up to you guys since I got here. So I appreciate the kudos and the recognition. It's not necessary, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And FYI, you said kind of my tagline, which is my goal in the morning is not to wake up and suck at sales. So that's just what I'm here for. So
that's right.
Thank you very much.
Mission accomplished. That's
right. So at the end of this one, we want to see in the comment section. Again, we're heavy on Spotify. We're really light on YouTube. Pop over to our YouTube channel and comment what your takeaways were from this one, because I promise you it's going to be good. Let's dive right into it. Again, just in lieu of time, I've seen this process. I said, hey, can we get this done within about 14 minutes? He said, I'm going to try my best. So that's what we're going to try to deliver to you. So we're going to dive right into it. Miranda, I would love for you to kind of be like his guinea pig. And then Scott, just dive right into the role play. I think that this is your secret to your success. I think this is the exact reason why you can walk into a home and write at 18 applications. This process that you're getting ready to unveil to us is the reason that you wrote $137,000 in annual premium volume in a month, is the reason that you've written 102 applications in 2 weeks. So whenever you're ready, we're ready. Miranda is going to be kind of like your guinea pig. I'm going to sit back and take notes and try to help capitalize on what's being done here at the end.
All right, couple quick caveats. Number one, traditionally this is used for mortgage protection leads, bonus leads, whatever, doesn't matter. But it does have application across all lead types. Once you get into it and start asking questions, you're going to uncover other stuff. So let's just scroll. Let's just roll. All right. So hey, Miranda, it's nice to see you as always. And let's just get rolling here for a second. Miranda, I understand you're 39 years old, okay, and your husband is 38 years old. Good for you. And robbing the cradle a little bit there. Good for you. But I just have a quick question for you. Number one, Miranda, as I go through this process, I do three kinds of underwriting. I do life underwriting, health underwriting, and financial underwriting. I don't have any predisposition about which direction I go. Basically, the answers to the questions that you give me are going to guide us to where we need to go. So the first thing I need to do is I need to talk to you about your family history. Okay, so I'm looking at, you're 39. Are your mom and your dad still with us?
My mom
Okay, how old is your
and
mom?
dad. Yes, both of them are.
Okay.
She's I think she's 60. I think she just turned 60.
Okay, so your mom is 60, and how's your father?
He's fine. 61.
61. All right. And do either of your mom or your dad have a history of cancer, heart attack, stroke, or diabetes?
My dad had a massive heart attack and like a triple bypass like last year.
Okay. And your mom's good to go?
She has Crohn's disease. No heart stuff. Yes.
All right. And so now let's turn the Wayback Machine up a little bit. And I'm going to ask the same question about your grandparents. Grandparents on your father's side, if you can recall, are any of your grandparents still alive, first off?
Yes.
Okay. So on your father's side, which grandparents are alive?
The grandmother.
Okay. And how old is your grandmother?
I don't even know this one. Like in her 80s.
Okay. We'll call it 82. Right?
Okay, done.
And do you have any idea what age the grandfather on your father's side passed?
Probably like, I don't know, like 15 years ago or so.
Okay. So was he in his mid 70s, late 60s?
I believe so. Yeah, I think
All right.
early 70s. Yeah.
Okay, we'll call it 72. And regarding your grandmother on your father's side that's still with us, does she have any history of cancer, heart attack, stroke, or diabetes?
Yes, cancer.
Which ones?
Cancer.
Okay. Yep. And do you know what your grandfather passed from?
I think it was a heart attack.
Okay. And do you know if he had a history of cancer prior to that as well, or diabetes or anything? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, now let's talk about your grandparents on your mother's side. Are any of them still with us?
No.
Okay. How old was your grandfather on your mother's side when she passed?
The grandmother or the grandfather? Sorry.
Either one.
Okay, the grandfather was this year, and I believe that he had a lot of stuff wrong with him. But I think originally, I think that he had cancer, but it was like a heart thing in the end, I believe.
Okay. And do you know how old he was?
In his 80s, 83-ish.
Okay. And how about your grandmother on your mom's side?
She died of cancer, and that was like 4 years ago. So she would have been, oh my goodness, my brain does not work as good as I thought.
So probably late 70s?
In her late 70s, yeah. Like,
okay, we'll call it 78. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to ask some questions about some extended family. Aunts and uncles. To your recollection, have any of your aunts and uncles either passed from or had prior to passing a history of cancer, heart attack, stroke, or diabetes?
I don't really know a lot about their health stuff. So I don't know if I could really answer that like truthfully. Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about siblings. Any of your siblings have a history of cancer, heart attack, stroke, diabetes?
No.
Okay. And now let's talk about children. Any of your children have a history of cancer, heart attack, stroke, diabetes?
Just
nope.
Just preteen attitude problems right now.
Okay. So. And now, as we're going through the normal process, I would ask all the same questions of your husband, but I'm going to skip that in interest of speed. So now let's go down. So, Miranda, what I'm going to do now is just a really quick analysis, a financial analysis of your current situation. So I know that you work right now. Roughly how much money do you make on an annual basis? What's your gross?
We'll just say 100,000.
Okay. And is that from one source or multiple sources?
One source. We'll pretend I'm like a real estate agent or something.
Okay. And do you have any other sources of income besides that $100,000?
No.
All right. So let's talk about your husband for a second. Does your husband work?
Yes.
Okay. And how much does your husband make?
100,000 a year.
Okay. And does he have multiple sources, or is it just that?
Just that.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go into some expenses. So the reason why we're talking today is because you've got a mortgage of $495,000. Roughly, what is your mortgage payment?
To 3,000.
Okay. And if you had to, because you've been living here, it looks like this was assigned to me a couple of weeks ago. So you've probably been in that house for at least a couple of months at this point. So what do you think is the utility cost to run your home? Power, gas, water, that kind of stuff.
500.
Okay. And do you have a car payment?
Yes.
All right. Does your husband have a car payment?
Yep. Oh, actually,
Right,
no,
how
his
much is
car's
you-
paid off. I have 2 cars.
Okay. All right. How much is your car payment?
Do you want me to make something up? Because you don't want to know what it really is. Okay.
I want to know what it is.
No, you don't, because then they'll never let me live it down, John. Okay.
$1,400.
No, it's probably more than that with both of them. But anyways, we'll just talk about we'll say $500
Okay.
for a car.
All right. Now I assume that you have like insurance on your vehicles. What is insurance for your vehicle insurance run you?
Per month or per year?
Per month?
I don't know, like $100.
Yeah, what I'm
maybe?
doing
I
right
don't
now,
know.
Ms. Martin, is I'm actually establishing a monthly budget for you.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't. $100.
$100. All right, you
Yeah.
got a good deal. All right, so now, do you drive a lot? Like, do you work at home?
Yeah.
Obviously, as a realtor,
I'm
you're
a
driving
realtor.
around
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
drive to people's houses
Right.
but I work out of home outside of that. Yeah.
So, how much do you think on a daily basis you drive? What's an average number for you
Mm,
that
well,
you
I drive
drive
my
like
kids
to wherever you're
school.
going?
Yeah, I drive my kids to school, so that's like 10 miles there and back,
Okay.
and then probably another, I don't know, 15 or 20 just driving to
All
houses.
right, so
and
about 30 miles a day. Does that sound right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. All right, so it's 30 per day. Okay. And then I obviously are you on all EV vehicles, or are you using gasoline powered vehicles?
Gasoline.
How much do you spend on gas per month?
Oh boy. I don't know. What would I spend? 500. No idea. I'm
Okay.
terrible.
Yep.
I'm terrible at
Right.
this. I'm a
That's
bad
okay.
guest.
We're doing good. So now Miranda, I know that you said you already mentioned you drive your kids around. How many children do you have?
2.
2. And what are their ages?
13 and 11.
Okay. And how old is your 13-year-old a male or female?
Boy.
And is your 11-year-old male or female?
Boy.
Okay, 2 boys. You got 2 handfuls. All
Mhm.
right, very good. All right, so now let's keep rolling here. So it's a couple more things that people normally spend money on. That would be things like cell phones. I know as a realtor, you've got to have a cell phone. So how much do you think your cell phone bill runs you per month?
300.
Okay. And I'm sure that you have, as you probably do some work from home, internet, maybe Netflix, maybe Hulu, all that kind of stuff. How much do you think that runs you for home-based IT support and stuff like that?
If you include everything, maybe 100. Most of it's included with our HOA fees.
Okay. And then you just mentioned HOA. How much is your HOA?
Like 200 or 250 a month.
Okay. And then finally, you've got 2 boys living at home, a husband and you. Is there anybody else that lives in the home with you? You know, like did one of your parents move in with you or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay. So you got four people that are eating. So roughly how much do you think you spend? I would normally guess this to be around $150 per person per month just on food and toiletries and stuff like that. Does that sound about right for you? That's about $600 a month for everything.
I would probably say like 2,000 for groceries, probably.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right. Now, as far as a monthly expense is concerned, do you have any credit cards, for example? Is there any debt that you carry on credit cards? Do you have student loan payments, back taxes, anything like that?
No.
Nope. All right, very good. Is there anything else that you spend money on a monthly basis that we haven't taken into consideration? And I'm not talking about savings or life insurance yet.
No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm sure there is.
All right,
but
let's move on then. So as far as savings is concerned, do you have a savings account or multiple savings accounts?
Yes.
right? How much money do you save into your savings account on a monthly basis?
$1,000.
Okay. And how much do you think is in your savings account right this minute?
100,000.
Okay. And do you and your husband have separate savings account, or is that one account for the whole family, or is that just yours?
We'll just say that's together.
Okay. So does your husband have one that's separate than yours, and you have one that's separate from that family account, or are you
Yeah.
guys just working from that
Yeah,
one?
we each have our own.
Okay. So if you have, let's talk about yours, the one that's just yours. How much money is in the one that's just yours?
Let's say 50 in mine.
50,000, $50.
Yep. 50,000.
Okay, nice. You're doing well. All right. And how much do you think you put into your personal savings account every month?
300.
300. All right. And how much do you think is in your husband's?
About the same.
Okay. And you guys save about the same into each one?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Now this is kind of a hard question, but you know your income level and you know your expenses. If you had an opportunity to save more than just the 1,000 into the joint account or the 300 into personal accounts, what would that number be? I mean, obviously you make 200,000 as a family, so you couldn't put more than that in there, but where do you think that number is? Would it be 2,000 for the family and 600, or where would that number be for you?
Like if
you could save more, where would that number be?
It would be awesome to put as much as possible. I don't know exactly, but more the better.
So you think maybe instead of putting $1,000 a month into your joint account, maybe $2,000 a month, it would be a target?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. And if you're looking at the accounts for you and your husband, individual accounts where you're putting 300 in, do you think maybe 500 in might be a target?
Yeah, more the better.
All right. So now these are going to some hard questions are coming up next.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We truly appreciate all of the comments and all the love and all the outpouring that you guys are giving us. If you want to contact us individually, if you have certain questions for us about this particular episode, or if you have questions about anything, any ideas, tips, or tricks that you want to share with us, please click the link below. You'll have a direct access link to Miranda and a direct access link to myself.
Yep, keep the ideas coming, guys, because anything that we can do to help you not suck at sales, well, that's our mission. So it's a wrap.
I go for that gusto, losing ain't an option. Check a bag and make deposits and deposits and deposits. You see me shining.